My name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Channel. That's regarding ChildQ. Okay. Students at ChildQ school protested and refused to go to lesson after lunch. Children are going on strike. Love and solidarity to them. And the only thing I don't like about this is that I think the parents, if you go on my other channel, APTS in Sussex, I discussed this and not in full detail, but whatever was available, tweets and reporting about it, I share it. The parents had put out a letter saying thank you for their support and all of that, but they don't want to disclose the location of the school and all of that. But now they're reporting about the school, so it's kind of, they're trying to keep child Q identity from revealing this kind of thing. Please sign up to support grassroots-led movement. Right? They need to walk out of the teacher's class, the one who called the police, every time until they are sacked with no reference. If wouldn't have been a teacher, head teachers or safeguarding lead will take this decision unless there is immediate danger to life. Teachers can call the police. Okay, absolutely wonderful. Let the young people voice heard. All right, let's see this one, because in one of the comments I said, I don't think the teacher who claims she smelled something weed, that was the original of the thing, that if the teacher, many people may not agree with me, the teacher who claimed she smelled the weed or something, it's understandable. People could smell something and assume something or whatever, but the blame that I'm shifting to is the person who took over after that. Maybe there should be some sort of a reprimandation with that teacher who first originated the whole issue. I don't know if race was part of it. I do not know her full intention. But if she smells something that is somewhat illegal at the school, maybe. But it's the next step that I'm taking. I'm breaking down the thing. Many of you may not agree. The next step that happened, where the person should have called the parents, okay, to come and supervise whatever that was needed to be done, not the police. Okay, is the next person after whoever called the police, who felt like police should be the one who to deal with this matter, or underage, a child, this kind of thing. All right, so I hope you understand my point on this, the breakdown of my whatever. And then the school itself, who I guess the headmaster, who felt like it was okay, who gave the decision to okay the police to be called and all of that. So these are the things. But the originator, I don't know. I'll give it a pass. I don't know why. Because you can, if she doesn't tell me her full and be honest with me with her full intention, if race was her motivator to start this nonsense, maybe, I don't know. But if she just said, she thought she smelled something, I don't know. I don't know. Let me leave that alone. All right, let's see. If it wouldn't have been a teacher, head teacher, or safeguarding lead will take this decision unless there is immediate danger to life. Teachers can't call the police. This is what I'm saying here. Okay, or deputy heads of, or anyone filing and for the head teacher. Okay, it was during an exam, I believe. Happy to be corrected if wrong. Yeah, I think there was an exam. And then after they did all this nonsense, humiliate her, and then they sent her back to take the exam. My goodness, after that traumatized thing, I don't think you could focus on the exam. Okay, irrelevant. Teachers can't just pick up the phone and call the police. There is a certain protocol you need to follow in these circumstances, and I'm surprised the police even bothered to go to for someone who was thought to be smelling of weed. Okay, that's the thing that I was saying. I have someone, I posted my thought about that, about the teacher. And I was like, why would they sack the teacher? It's the person who called the police, who felt like this is a police matter with a child. That's the one who should be called in. And the school should be whoever okayed the other person, whatever I just said before. Okay, is that what I just read? Okay, the school did do it though. Read the report. They had done all the searching they could, so called the police to be more thorough. One teacher said they thought they will just check her socks. Okay, this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm not really blaming the teacher at first. All right, call the appropriate person to search her, or not even touch her. Call the parents first before you do all of that. Okay, it happened because the school involved the police. That's the part here. Okay, maybe the school has a high number of non-pupil groomed by county lines, and they thought they had to call the police. I would expect school to waste police time just because someone smelled of weed. Police was wrong and they're doing regardless, but I cannot imagine. Go to my other channel. I spoke about there's some articles where people I don't think I read the article, but I put the link in that particular video where a lot of minority people of color have been, kids, by the way, have been strip searched by police. And then they were laughing at them as they're doing that thing. So this is a huge problem in the UK. Okay. And this is where I said they're giving people, individual people, problem to deal with so they don't focus on real issue where the elite people are doing. Okay, how will that conversation go? Hey, ChildQ smells of weed. Okay, let's look for drugs. Anything found? No. Let's call the police to search her, to search better. It doesn't sit right. That's what I'm saying. Police will say, why the heck are you wasting my time with this fight? Because they have better things to do. Okay, was it JFC? But everything you are saying will happen, did happen. First rule of safeguarding, never assume. It could happen here. You are doing exactly that. Listening to the voice of Black people, there are plenty of lives experiences. They say there are plenty of teachers who would. Okay, I'm saying one random teacher does not have the power. That's the thing that I feel as well. I'm glad someone is mentioning it. I'm saying one random teacher does not have the power to call in police. This fall on school leads. It's unfair to blame one teacher. That's exactly what I see. I see the same thing too. Okay, let's see here. The pupil should have not been left alone with the police at any point. People need to be angry. I agree with her. That was my point, and I have somebody bash me for it. But the teacher have the right to say, I smell weed. Okay, call the appropriate person at the school to come and search her. Then that person, whatever protocol the school has, is to call the parent. Okay, because she was underage, to call the parent. Okay, the pupil should have not been left alone with police at any point. People need to be angry at the fact that she was left alone and strip searched, not that police was called. Things could have been very different, and it's not either. Teachers have very little power in a school. Okay, I agree with this person. Okay, yeah, you're splitting so many hairs, you're confusing yourself. No. I don't think this is confusing. Read the report. It's in the public domain. I read it. Search for it. Could have, should have, unless words, because what happened, and every aspect of it was all very, very wrong. The only time if I will blame the teacher, if the teacher was the one who called the police herself. Okay? If the teacher who said, I smell weed and decided to call police, then yes. But everything else, after she said, I smell weed, whoever took over after that, that's the one I should blame. Okay, thank you for mansplaining it to me, or still missing the point. So please read some more. All right, so I'm in agreement with this person. Who is she? Okay, damn Ellen. Okay, just a regular. Followed by Ian. Interesting. Okay, not just thinking the person you're replying to is a man, is the responsibilities of the teacher and the head to make sure there was someone with the police. That's true. If you had read the report, you will have known this, but argue anyway. Nah, I didn't reply to you above, but sure, to simply so if serve you cause better. And yes, I don't see any woman account who only retweet men. When the school called the police, only school leads will have been with her. Teachers will have been teaching. I agree with her again. I agree with her again. Okay, and you are not doing any justice to ChildQ behaving like that. You are just proving my point. Thank you. Okay, absolutely wonderful. Let young people's voice be heard. All right, this person is right. The teacher who said, I smell, okay, I smell weed. If she did smell weed and called the next person above her, it's the next person who decided to call the police. That's where the problem starts. That, I mean, what if the kid, you know what, let me leave that alone. You know, I don't want to forget the main issue here. The main issue here, which I'm in total agreement with, is that the child should have never been left alone with police strip search during her period. Plain and simple, this is wrong. But I don't want that tweet to lose focus of that. But I think what the tweet was saying, which I was in agreement with, is that the teacher, she has the right to say, I smell weed. Weed is illegal, I'm assuming, in UK. Okay? So if she felt like she smelled weed, she has the right to call the appropriate authority at the school to claim her finding, her instinct. What if the child, for instance, had a gun? Okay? Just an example. Just what if the child had a gun and then she called the appropriate person and whatever. So teachers should have like an extra vigilant of things. Not only teaching, but also be extra vigilant of other things. Again, I do not want to lose focus of the main problem here. The main problem is that the child was left alone with police to be strip searched during her period. Okay, this is completely wrong. But from other tweets, I find out that the teacher was sacked, meaning was fired. I don't think she should have been fired if they still left the next person on top, whoever made the phone call, or the headmaster of the school who okay for the police to do that. These are the people who are at authority at the school to make that next step. But the teacher who claims she smells something, I don't think she should have been fired. That's the only thing here. That's my point that I'm making. But I am not excusing what had happened to the child. A child is a child. She should never have been strip searched, no matter what type of strip search or whatever it is, either during her period or not her period, none of that. Okay? So I'm totally against that. But the teacher, if the other people who made the phone call are still in position, still employed at the school, why is that? This is my point that I was making. Usually when I'm recording at the beginning, I'm in such a hurry not to make the video so long. A lot of thoughts are going in my head and I don't know how to arrange them in a way for me to express my thought cohesively for you to understand. But that was my point here. Some of you may not agree with me, but I do agree with that tweet who was saying that the teacher should not be fired. It's the next level because the job of the teacher is to teach. After she said she smelled something, the child is off her hand. Is the next person above that teacher who take care of the next step. Okay, so that's why I am in agreement with that tweet. All right, I think I'm gonna stop. Should I? Let's see here. There's another tweet. Maybe I'll squeeze it together. I'll move over some of the tweet for something else. Okay, there's this here. Maybe these will go on my, I'll cut the video and put it on APTS in Sussex. What a waste of taxpayers' money when asked if he could pay for the police to protect his family as they are privy to threat intelligent private security firms aren't. The Home Office rejected Prince Harry's application. They protect property of oligarchs and Prince Andrew. All right, this is a scene now. A policeman laughed when it was pointed out that there are quite a few officers here. I've mentioned it in some other tweets. I don't know if I ever shared that video. I think it was in one of the videos that I recorded and then it messed up. The audio messed up. I hope this one doesn't cancel. Alright, there it is, big protection. Let's try this one here. It's 32 seconds. Look at police all over. Alright, let's see. This is a thread. Okay, statement from the apparent occupiers. Russian oligarch, you occupy Ukraine, we occupied you. Statement from the occupied mention. Okay, I'm not gonna read that, but that's what's happening. There's pictures, and I think that's the video again. There they are. The demonstrators claim they won't leave until Putin ends the war. We might have a shortage of police in London if they do. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't want to go too deep into that, but that's what's happening. All right, there's picture of it. Squatters move into Russian oligarch, 25 million pound. Belgravia mentioned a banner on the home read, "This property has been liberated." Okay, or their hostage then seems a lot of police for the job, but might be going on inside. Have you checked to see if the van have Z painted on the side? They should mark a police show about the call Z cause. All right, so there's more about this. For some reason, I'm starting to get tired. My eyes is next tweet. Okay, Queen Elizabeth joined cultural boycott of Russia by canceling donation. This is just words, okay? Just words to pretend. These people, the UK, love to play both sides. Okay, I just show you one of the video where they're protecting an oligarch home, and then this is pretending I'm not returning this to Russia. Whatever. All right, this is just nonsense. Is Omid covering the Invictus game? He's like, yes. Okay, what happened to them being apolitical? Lord. All right, gangster. Any way Russian can be punished is good by me. I mean, material stuff. It's nothing. They're probably actually safekeeping it, because if the war spill over back to Russia, I mean, this thing will be destroyed, and at least this will be, they pretty much safekeeping it. Can her cousin return all the money he made? Can you? All right, that's the thing here. Money, they're all about money. All the things the byline were reporting, those deals that those people were making, this is that. It's for things like that they knew was gonna happen. All right, next tweet. Okay, I don't care about their investigation. I want people sacked. This was sexual assault laced with racism, because they can and will get away with this. All right, this is the same thing. I believe I shared this already. I have a video about it, about the black schoolgirl was strip searched by Met police officer while on her period, and without another adult present. This is the problem here. After being wrongly suspected of carrying cannabis, according to a report which found racism was likely a factor. All right, so I read that thread already. All right, I have it on APTS Team Sussex, and I think part of this video I'm gonna put it on APTS Team Sussex and split it. All right, next tweet. Okay, we need to bring Brittney Griner home. Don't let up on this story. All right, you don't hear much about it. Okay, because the Russian have arrested her and claimed some false accusation about she had drugs or something like that. My latest on Brittney Griner. It's been a month since her detention, and she has not been granted consular access. Please read and share. I'm not gonna go to it, but all right, it has been over a month since Brittney Griner, one of the best women basketball player in the world, Olympic gold medalist. Okay, have you considered that more and more public pressure makes them want to keep her there longer, and that her family has been asking people, signing petition, etc. tread lightly, as they don't know what they'll do to Brittney. Okay, have you seen the latest story from CNN? Terrifying. Okay, Russian court extended U.S. basketball star Brittney Griner arrest until, I mean, they're just holding her as a hostage, because, I mean, she should have known as well once that. Well, then again, in Russia, they were sending misinformation. So as soon as she knew, she should just left. Okay, Moscow court announced it has extended the arrest of American basketball star Brittney Griner until May 19, according to Russia. Let's see what happened until May 19. They're probably gonna extend it again. We need to let the professionals at the State Department handle this situation. The only thing the rest of us need to do is pray for Miss Griner and her family be quiet. In some ways, yes, but this is what's happening. All right. So there's more comment. Okay, united we stand. All right, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. As soon as I hit 1 hour, I'm gonna stop recording. I'm already tired. All right. Phew. What ratio? Okay, let's see here. This is somewhat a little bit political. No wonder. I understand time are hard, but doesn't the president of the Ukraine own a suit? I don't have much respect for current members of the U.S. Congress either, but I still want to address them wearing a T-shirt. I won't want to disrespect the institution or the United States. All right, so they're putting the ratio here, 98.2 thousand comment under here, and then there's 7,285 people who like it, and the amount of retweet as well. Keep in mind, Ukraine is under attack. Bomb is being thrown at them left and right unexpectedly. You think people have time to look for a suit? Or maybe the suit that he has already been destroyed? These people mindset is unbelievable. All right, let's read some comment and then I'm going to move on to the next one. Check earlier today and he's still trying to defend an undetainable decision. I question his judgment and picking this particular hill to die on. And everything else, it's almost like he's enjoying getting dragged. Okay, but let's see here. Biden wearing a suit, subdued, age 79, found himself for one of the first times since Russia invaded Ukraine, clearly in response mode. Zelensky, oh my God, these people, let me leave that. Okay, but who are the 7,285 people who liked it? Okay, Russian oligarch. Chris respond, Russian oligarch. I admit I was one of them. Sometimes it's cheap therapy to go yell at the bozo. Let's see, what did she was admit? There's the laugh. I admit I was one of them. Sometimes it's cheap therapy to go yell at the bozo, even when I know they will likely never see it. Okay, I'm good about letting it go with obvious trolls, but if they are someone known, possible checkmate. Oh yeah, sometimes it's my cheap therapy. Okay, goddamn, that is still going on. Yep, I checked earlier this afternoon. He's still fighting folks about it. Oh my goodness. People, this guy is under attack just because he wear a T-shirt to address. My goodness. Let's wait after the war. I mean, he doesn't have time to think about a suit right now. His safety is more important. All right, there's another tweet here. If we can trust Omarosa, who can we trust? U.S. politics, sarcasm. Okay, a judge ruled former White House communication director Omarosa Manogal Newman violated federal ethics law by failing to file a termination report after she was fired and has ordered her to pay a $61,585 penalty. Wow. There's this. I'm not going to read it. Okay. I guess she did RTFM. But I saw it. I thought I'd share it. All right. So, okay. I'm really getting tired. I've been recording. It's 5:07. All right. Let's go to the next tweet. How many more? I have one more after this. Okay, the Senate unanimously approved a measure that will make daylight saving time permanent next year. The bipartisan bill will ensure Americans will no longer have to change their clock twice a year. All right, so I thought that was very interesting. You probably know by now because I bookmarked it a while back. It's just that I didn't get a chance. This is my last tweet. All right, fact that first day of NFL retirement is culture shock for them. Carpooling. This was kind of sarcasm here. All right, there's this here. Tom Brady got one taste of what it's like to help kids with their math homework and decided to return to being tackled by the largest man in the world. He had, what is it? If you pay attention to American football, that is. I always use his name when I'm trying to look for his wife country. Okay, Giselle Munch. All right, so I will use him. So Tom Brady had already reported his retirement, and then they're making fun about it. That just a few moments trying to help his kids with school homework, he decided to go back. Okay, how did Brittney adjust? Okay, that's by the way, Holly Robinson Pitt who tweeted that. I follow her. Okay, how did Brittney adjust, or was it a smooth transition? That's a very good question because her husband was a football player as well. All right, so that said, let's do a prayer. Pray for what? What did I hear? Lighten the load. Let's skip that. Let's read this one here. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your soul. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Okay, the prayer that I put for video 1 was pray to lighten the load. So I just skipped the same thing. That's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate, and those who have donated, thank you. So this video is gonna split into 2. The last few ones gonna be on APTS Team Sussex. The first part is gonna be on PYTE because there's politics in this. All right, it's one recording. So that's it. Thanks for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.